There's no guidebook. Even
Uh,
for managing money, there's no guidebook.
Absolutely. And that's why I got so intrigued by because same thing, right? If we all went to school for years and years and years, actually worked in healthcare. Patients always ask us about healthcare issues. And my answer is always, I have no idea. I'm going to let the registration lady come, talk to you about your insurance because I don't know. Providers have no idea.
Right.
And
No.
even for me, doing what I do now has made me a better provider because I'm more mindful of the bills that the patients are going to get. So when I order stuff or do certain things, I make sure that I have a discussion and really do what's necessary so that people don't end up with unnecessary bills that they need to get, but at the same time, make sure that they're getting the care that they need to get. Where do we get this information? It's really difficult because I stumbled upon it. If it wasn't for a national financial literacy campaign that I got curious in and wanted to educate myself more, I didn't have this information either 7 years ago. In fact, I remember when we did a personal financial strategy, which is something that I honestly offer to everyone, recommend to everyone, but offer it for free as well, especially at the beginning of the year. It's like an inventory, like a GPS, right? Of your financial house. Basically, you try to see where you are now, what are your goals, what is your insurable need, what kind of insurance you have. We get a chance to look at your policies, health insurance policies, life insurance policies. I remember when it was done for me, I had about 130,000 in term insurance through work, but my insurable need was over 2 million. But I didn't know because of my dime, right? When you look at how much you need, there's an insurable need. Everybody has an insurable need, and it's calculated by four things. DIME, your debt, 10 times your income, the balance on your mortgage, and education for your kids, depending on how many kids you have. I had no clue. So in my mind, oh, I have insurance through work. So I didn't have to worry about it, but I was very underinsured. Then they asked me, well, assuming something had happened to you, what would your family do with that 130,000? And my daughter was one at the time. I have three kids. So it wasn't enough. So that was a huge eye opener. Health insurance, usually people tend to go for the cheapest one, not knowing that the cheaper your premium, the higher your deductible. So you have to make sure that you kind of understand exactly what you're doing before you go into that. That's another thing that I offer during usually November, is the time for enrollment, right? I always encourage people, let's talk about it, let's see what you have, and then so that you can pick the right plans for yourself, because this information, nobody's teaching us this information. And that's really where my passion is, to make sure, because you never think you need insurance, you never take it seriously. You think it's expensive until when you need it. Then you realize that this is much cheaper than what I have to pay out of pocket.